Oh, but you don't have a homie that so I don't know. Pure. Okay, can't do. There he is. Ignore the fun stuff in the corners. Really enjoying this guitar riff. Let's just say that counts. Hola. Yes, Cerritos. Hello. It's your boy. EXP 66 stage. And although I should be working right now, there's probably a better use of my life and time, apparently, by making sure that whatever happens today doesn't get pulled out by bots and the like. And while I'm still waking up, you have coffee. So that's cool. It's okay. I'll just drive to work afterwards. So we're hanging out with GameSpot.com right now. Fortunately, they do have some type of... They do, right? They don't. Some type of music in the background. Demo. We gotta go over to PlayStation right now. Who's ahead of the curve? They don't have any fun little music. My hair's a mess today. But they don't have any fun music. However, they do got the stuff. And they have Mark Cerny. For those of us not in the know, Mark Cerny is the lead technical designer of the PlayStation 4, PS4 Pro, PS5, and now PS5 Pro. So if they're ever asking for the big kid to step up and start doing his stuff online, it's time for the big one. And what that means is that everybody who's interested in purchasing any one of these little products should be already focusing on saving up on loading up the screen, getting your credit card ready, up and at 'em, and just hoping that you make it to the circle, because fuck man, these things get scary once they get it going. But that's gonna be the fun for today. Like I said, we shouldn't be doing any of this, as it is not my prerogative. Demo. Why the fuck not? Aside from losing my job, you know. But no, for me, it really is an idea of what technological aspects are we bringing to the table? How can we move forward? What? That's on me. What fucking? Jesus fucking Christ, man. What fucking reason do we have to start spending money on this shit? And why is it important? Where are we going forward? And if these guys are doing this stuff, then what is Microsoft up to? How does it affect their plans? How do they decide to move forward? And what technologies are they going to be implementing in all these boxes? So, all that much excite and more in just less than a minute. Sorry about the camera. It just fucking kicked your ass. Yeah, that was pretty. Looking forward. This is gonna be just a fun little interaction. 7 minutes of fun. Dude said he was gonna do 7 minutes. I believe his ass. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Where's that light switch? 12 seconds. 12 seconds. And then eventually I'm gonna have to stand up and start buying like paint for stuff. That's gonna be the fun part. Wait. The fuck happened to the light switch? Just kidding, here we go.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm
Cerny
excited
boy.
to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology.
Pro, baby,
But
said
first,
the
I
words.
want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5
Hell yeah.
and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
Hell yeah.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching
8
into the
cores.
hundreds
Let's go with 4 this time.
and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a
over here.
powerful RDNA 2
GPU.
which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast
Tsushima.
panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination.
Avatar.
Custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds
Loading of the maps ASAP.
and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
Data speeds.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are.
Headphones, baby. Send them your pictures of your
Finally,
ear
the
holes.
DualSense controller
It's
has
worth it.
haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with. Graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players.
He's gonna say no more choices.
Fidelity modes emphasize the
We got it.
visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering.
Fucking go.
These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second. Mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time.
Yeah, because it's
Removing
just
that
frames,
decision,
bro. You
or
gotta
at
get those
least
frames.
Narrowing that divide is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates
This is the
that
shit I'm
players
hyped
typically
about.
prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call
Later on,
the
Chief.
Big 3.
No!
First, we made the GPU much larger and
Hell yeah.
increased the speed of the memory it uses.
25%.
The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second,
Graphics, bigger
we made
lands,
major
more
upgrades to the ray tracing,
ray tracing. Yeah.
taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows
That's good coffee.
calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games.
That's awesome.
Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles. And with the big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing. With graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but it doubled the frame rate.
So it goes back to
Here's The
graphic.
Last
It
of
goes
Us
back to
Part
geometry.
2 running on PS5 Pro.
Literally, physically.
It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30
60
frames per
frames
second
at 4K.
and is therefore much choppier. This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics
60,
and performance
4K,
frame
60.
rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles
And
is
that's
to look
already
at
not on
PS5
a
Pro
VRR
versus performance
TV,
mode on
120 frames,
PS5,
babe.
both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer.
Showing
And
us.
here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars. So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay.
Smoothness.
This is the big 3 showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Based.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster
Yeah.
hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing
And
Gran
Gran
Turismo
Turismo,
7 to
let's
add ray-traced
go.
reflections between the cars in gameplay,
Yep.
while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy. Allowing
we're
not
just,
only for better
showcasing
reflections
all
and a
the
greater
things
variety of reflective surfaces,
they paid for
but
this.
also for further realism in the casting
That's cool,
of
yeah.
shadows.
They put in the work of like trying to make it better and
I
adding
hope
all
you've
these
enjoyed
fidelity
this run
shit.
through of the technology
bad.
behind PlayStation 5 Pro.
There's gonna obviously
Simply
has to be
put,
something that
it's
you
the
need to
most
like have in
powerful
your hands to
console
see
we've
the
ever built,
difference.
and a worthy
But even
addition to
the
PS5.
explanations of this technology really
Let me
kind of
wrap
open
this
up the
up by
doors
giving you
to
a quick
saying
look
like
at a number of games
how it's gonna
running
work
on the
out.
new console.
But all I'm really paying for here for is the fucking pricing point. Let's go, baby. Adidas. PlayStation Adidas. It looks good. I'll take it. It doesn't have a disc drive. Son of a bitch. I have to go buy a disc drive right now.
Don't let me hang it.
No disc drive. No disc drive. 700. 600 right now. No disc drive. Gonna buy a disc drive off Amazon right now before it's too late.
It'll be worth it.
Okay.
What's with all the neon?
Okay. Son of a bitch. Shit. Esto. There we go. One here. Bought my disc drive. Son of a bitch. Bought my disc drive. Oh god. Can't believe that just happened. For stand sold separately. $700. Oh my fucking god. Was that a disc drive? Jesus Louise. That's the one. That is the one. Now the universe complains. Let us see what happens here. Oh my god. Yeah, my dude. That is the one. Checking in with the people. What do the people say? L's. No. Doko. Doko. And that is the way the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. $700 for a console that does not come with a 4K Blu-ray player drive, cutting back on those costs and also reanalyzing how they're bumping up pricing in Japan is very, very rough out there. Oh my god. It's gonna be so disappointing. Well, when I said years ago that I was glad to be part of this ecosystem, to be able to be part of the system, even though I am paying up the ass just to be part of it, even though that might not be a possibility in the future, this is pretty much it. We're officially in another echelon where all these people who are trying to make money off of every fucking little bullshit and marketing and spectral are just part of this circle now, and they're gonna keep on upcharging for all this shit for as long as they can. And as long as my bitch ass keeps on buying the consoles, we'll probably be in that cycle for a while. But let me know what you think, my dude. 700 for a console that does not that needs to be proven, right? You already need to have a TV that can run that on its own. You really need to have a like standing with how much you play in that ecosystem, so you're already kind of providing there on that front. And yeah, asking 700 for like a freaking investment in this is just as disappointing as Concord being charged for $40. So we'll have to see how that ends up, how that changes in the future. But dude, whew, 700 for something that should be 600. I don't know, man. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But then that being said, you can always go buy a computer if you don't want any of that. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for today. Let me double check if it's up. Sale. It's on. Whatever. I had the website. That's right here. I had that website loaded. Reloading the website. Nothing yet. PlayStation. Okay, Astro 30th console including accessories. Yep. Cool. All right, nothing else. Nothing left on the website. So you officially can't buy that right now. I say you're gonna have to wait for a while. Seems pretty bullheaded too. Like, I think if you're gonna be presenting this console, you should really just have it ready to go and keep the people who actually want to buy it buying it instead of waiting for fucking scalpers to come in and buy that shit. So bummer on all accounts and a very disappointing display of affection, Sony. But that being said, it's gonna be time for us to go back to work. So hope you enjoy that, and I hope that this news doesn't come as a bummer for most of you. Hopefully. But until then, I'm gonna go deal with the aftermath over in the video game spectrum of all the players and see how they react, how the universe. So let me know how you react. Let me know how you feel. 700 too much for a console, or is that just absurd in terms of what we're getting for a box? All those thoughts and more to the future. But until then, it's been your boy, EXP 66 Stitch, wishing you an awesome day, better pricing, and a better future. Fuck off, Sony. Ciao.